Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, the Azimio One coalition party, through their leadership, organized for the interdenomination requiem for the 12 victims of police brutality right in Siaya County at Bondo Stadium. I think I had shared part of the event there on this pipeline, and especially a speech from Wajakoya. And with that organization, there is something Azimio was looking for. Because remember, this event is coming at a time when Koome, IG of police, came out with a reckless statement as far as the issue of hiring bodies to masquerade as individuals who have been killed by police. And then it was also coming at a time when Koome Ruto Gachagwa glorified police brutality in this country. They are normalizing the issue of killing people. Now with all this, there are several things that Azimio was looking for in that event. Because remember, we are talking about the family that are mourning, so that are bereaved families. Then the message to Koome and Museveni Ruto. With all this, we saw one story, a very hurting story of Victor Oreme. Victor Oreme is a victim of police brutality. A young man who was shot by police, and the bullet passed through the chest, then to the lungs. And when he went to hospital, it was clear that the doctors cannot operate to remove that bullet. So Victor has to accept his new condition to stay with the bullet in his lungs for the rest of his life. Very touching story. And the Rwanda Member of Parliament, Otiende Amolo, brought out that story very clear. It's very emotional.
Victor Oreme from West Uyoma is here living with a bullet in his lungs. It cannot be removed because it is delicate, and his life is in the hands of God. Shame on the police. Shame on the police. It's all right, Victor. Just sit. It is okay. I want the media to say this, that the IG thinks that all these bodies lying here are false, that all these families are hired, that all of us here are mourning falsely. Shame on him. Shame on him. You will speak on behalf of all those others who are injured, because we have some stupid IG who says no one was killed, that no one was shot. He's dancing on the grave of our people.
Okay. So, I was shot by the police just right at the junction. And the bullet passed through my arm, entered through the chest, and it clogged there. So recently we went for clinic in Russia. I stayed in a hospital for 2 weeks. We went there and the doctor said they can't do the operation, that I just learn to survive with the bullet. Because if they try to do the operation, maybe I can pass on. So I have it. Ankore. Kuru. Mane situation. Kuru. It's something that has happened. We have to continue with life. But thank you so much for reaching it. And
just so you know, Victor Oreme from West Uyoma is here living with a bullet in his lungs. It cannot be removed because it is delicate, and his life is in the hands of God. Shame on the police. Shame on the police. It's all right, Victor. Just sit. It is okay.
Besides this, the Azimio leadership proceeded on to ask the minority leader in the National Assembly, Opiyo Wandayi, to now release the list of Kenyans who have died in the hands of police through a gunshot during demonstration in this country. And this is how Opiyo Wandayi managed to expose Ruto, Gachagwa, and Koome.
Because she's talked about what happened, I want to call the first person who will put us in the picture of what really happened. The Inspector General says we were hiring bodies to parade them. But even these ones now we've hired to parade. I want to call the Honorable Opiyo Wandayi, minority leader, to put us in the proper picture of how it is.
Moses Otieno Were from Ugenya, Douglas Kalasinga Lugari, George Morgan Ikolomani, John Okoth Alego Usonga Onego, Robert Ouko Dhiambo Suna East, John Benjamin Imbi Luanda, John Ochengo Chieng Ogunja, Austin Ouma Steve Ogunja, Eli Otieno Bondo, Harris Ochieng Game, Fanuel Ochieng Game, David Omondi Game, Moses Onyango Kendubei Karachuonyo, Stephen Okinyi Ochieng Suna West, Brian Oniango Luanda, William Amulele Kisumu West, Eliam Michael Oduor Ugenya, Richard Mutuku Baringo Central, Jeremiah Mwingi South, Solomon Bobobat Nyakach, Rogers Omondi Rangwe, Homa Bay County, Jack Ogana Nyangwala Bondo, Venesta Odhiambo Migori Uriri, Regan Otieno Suna East Migori, Frederick Omonyo Suna East Migori, Edwin Owino Omondi Rarieda Siaya, David Agan Game, Sylvester Owino Game, Walter Odoyo Awonda Kisumu Central, David Ochieng Ouma Ragen Nyando, Eric Omondi Abok Kisumu Central, Frank Opiyo Odhiambo Seme, Bernard Ochieng Otana Rongo, Peter Wanjala Kitale, Benson Otieno Ouma Suna East. I can go on and on and on. Some of these Kenyans have already been buried. A number of them, we are still compiling their records. We estimate that by the end of this exercise, we shall have lost not less than 60 Kenyans. And these are real Kenyans with real names.
Now, we are continuing with this panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our channel subscribers, Amasha, thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, this is a very sad story in this country. Just realizing that William Samoei Ruto, Gachagwa, and the IG of Police, Japhet Koome, formed an unholy alliance to kill innocent hungry Kenyans. These were just youth who were on the street fighting for their lives. Nothing else. Cost of living. They were fighting for school fees. They were fighting for jobs. They were fighting for reduction of taxes. They were fighting for affordable commodities, basic commodities. They were just literally fighting for space to breathe in this country. That's all they were looking for. Nothing else. But then it is now emerging that when you tell the government that you are hungry, the only thing they can do is to meet you with a live bullet. Instant respond from these individuals who formed this unholy alliance to finish our brothers and sisters. So sad. So the issue is that Azimio, and you know, I saw in a Standard newspaper, they had a headline, "The making of rogue police boss." Standard covered that story very nicely. And indeed, Japhet Koome, just like Standard put it, he is a rogue IG of police. His work is to maintain peace and order in this country. And he has police, he's their boss. So when you talk about law and order, you have to look upon at IG of police. Instead, he is here to destroy lives. Instead of bringing peace where there's no peace, he's bringing death. Then he turn it and bring reckless mass that somebody hired bodies. So Azimio was looking for a solution to parade those bodies and let Japhet Koome come out and say repeat what he said about hiring bodies. So he should tell people, did Azimio hire bodies to go and parade as people who are killed by police? He has to come out about that. That's why you see the Rwanda member of parliament coming out to refer to IG Koome as a stupid person. And indeed, as Otenda Molo put it, Japhet Koome behaved in a stupid way. Accept the mistake, apologize, and let people get justice. So the main aim here was to expose Ruto, Gachagwa, and Koome and Holy Lions, so that the world will know, and Kenyans at large will know that indeed these people killed Kenyans. Number two, it was to mourn with the bereaved families. People have lost their loved ones. They just need someone to hold them. They need at least a shoulder to lean on. And Azimio was providing that shoulder for the families to lean on, to help them mourn their boys, their youth, their children, and their parents, because someone lost a parent, someone lost an uncle. So these are the two things that I was getting from this event, and indeed it has come out very clear that this government is a merciless government.